When I say, who's the master, you say, no.
What is up, guys? Shut Up the King here, back with another video, and today I have the distinct pleasure to bring you my reaction to Death Battle's Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. God damn. So, let me give you a little bit of background. Huge Ben 10 fan. And also, before I give you a quick background, I do apologize if the audio sounds a little funny. I do currently have my AC running, and you know, it's summertime, so you're gonna have to deal with it. It's sometimes it get a little bit hot down here in the man cave, so bear with me. So, Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. Huge Ben 10 fan. I've watched Ben 10 since the original series started. I've watched every iteration of Ben 10 since then. I have not watched the current iteration of Ben 10, mostly because they tried to go the same route as Teen Titans Go, and you know, the whole 2 6-minute episodes, and just it doesn't have any like narrative structure. So the most current iteration of Ben 10 I'm not really a huge fan of, and that's fine. This isn't about that. I'm also, again, huge DC comic fan, know all about Green Lantern. So when this whole idea came up, I was very excited because, again, I think that there are a lot of people out there who do not understand the power of Ben 10. They think, oh, this is just a Cartoon Network show, it's for kids, you know, Ben 10 can't possibly beat Green Lantern. But I gotta tell you, I don't see many ways that Green Lantern, even with his imagination and all of his constructs, how he could potentially overpower Ben 10 and beat him. So, I'm not going to make this intro too long. Again, just make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, Shut Up the King, check out the podcast, Magnerd Podcast. All the information is down below in the notes section. Again, I know normally what I would do is you would see the video playing, but technical difficulties happen, so I'm just going to start the video now so you can sync up if you want to watch along, but you will be able to hear it. So we are starting to play it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, they got a new dice game coming. That's smart.
For years, humans have gazed at the stars, contemplating the possibilities of first contact with an alien
Rick and Morty.
race. Will we exchange gifts of peace or weapons of
Funny thing is, there is a guy, the Ink Tank, who did a very good video about Ben 10. He's like the foremost expert on Ben 10. He actually did a video about this and kind of put it up before Death Battle put their official video out, so they made him take it down. And I actually did see it, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Hopefully they get his details right.
It was prepared to have the most boring summer vacation ever, until destiny fell from the sky.
I mean, technically, if they bring in Alien X, it's a wrap.
Now he's got superpowers, he's no ordinary kid, he's Ben 10. Sorry, just can't help myself, that theme song's so damn catchy. This strange device was the Omnitrix, a portable library of intergalactic genetic data that can transform its user into a variety of different alien species. Sounds like the perfect way to get freaky with some alien babes from all across the galaxy. Well, you do you. But the cosmic warlord Vilgax had something different in mind. With the Omnitrix technology, he planned to create an army of superpowered aliens and conquer the universe.
Well, that would
be typical villain stuff. But old Anti-Fist would have to wait, because Ben got the watch first and became a superhero. Well, okay, first he burned down a forest, but then he got busy with the hero stuff. The Omnitrix contains a built-in radio, universal translator.
Alright, let me pause. So, the current model Omnitrix contains 1,912,000 DNA samples, and it lists a couple of his transformations: Heat Blast, Diamond Head. Okay, so far so good. They're not doing too bad.
Trying to force it off Ben's wrist, and as a bonus, it can tell time. And whenever Ben comes across a new alien he'd like to cosplay, it can scan their DNA so he can add them to his transformation collection. And he's got a ton to choose from. He's got alien forms that can control the elements like lightning, water, ice, earth, and fire with his very first transformation ever, Heat Blast, along with some just beautiful fire puns.
I'm totally hot.
I'm more concerned with Death Battle's accuracy, but again, there's so much stuff out here. I just hope they don't try to screw it up.
He can run fast enough to dodge lightning. As Diamond Head, he can survive massive explosions like they were nothing. But if you prefer brains over brawn...
It says Ben's own physical condition affects his transformation. If he's sick, has an injury, or otherwise weakened, the alien will be similarly affected. Okay.
Like myself, he can increase his intelligence with alien forms like Brainstorm, who has an IQ of 1 nonillion. That's a 1 followed by 30 zeros, and more than 3 octillion times greater than the highest recorded IQ in history. He can fly as Jet Ray, duplicate himself with Ditto, and eat his feelings away as Upchuck. Which that's really not a healthy way to handle issues. You know, you're right, Boomstick.
And I think Upchuck, if I remember correctly, I think Upchuck could swallow anything. I think his stomach is actually like a black hole or something.
Alcohol. And if he ever wants to suck for some reason, he's got Waka Trout, which is a fish with legs. And that's it. Probably Ben's worst transformation. And that's saying a lot considering he has an alien literally named the Worst. If old-timey horror movies are your thing, Ben can transform into every classic monster you can think of. Because I guess zombies and werewolves were aliens all along. I knew it. Through different forms, Ben can manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe, like gravity, radiation, time, and energy. Feedback, for instance, once absorbed the entirety of the Big Bang, and then fired it at a robot supervillain, creating a time loop and saving the universe. Yeah, as he's got used to hero work, Ben's aliens...
Okay, they talk about feedback. Okay, so far so good, Death Battle.
Who can fire a cosmic ray from his chest, powerful enough to hurt a being made of pure energy. And let's not forget my personal favorite alien.
Wait. Ben eventually received the Ultimatrix, which could access alien transformation's ultimate form. However, it was repeatedly stated to be inferior to the Omnitrix. We'll see.
He's a mole who punches people with his mustache.
But just because they say it's inferior doesn't mean he can't use it.
Massive arsenal. But contrary to the show's very specific title, Ben's Omnitrix doesn't just have access to 10 alien forms. In fact, it has 1,912. He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 1,912. Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Ben 10, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Well, let's see if I can take one of these babies for a spin. Where did you get that? Don't worry about it. Whoa. Well, the Omnitrix does have one drawback. It usually has an automatic cooldown period for a few minutes because overuse can permanently disfigure the user's DNA.
Alright, we're gonna say that 4 seconds earlier.
Alright.
If you'll excuse me, I need to pee out my face.
Look, alright, Death Battle, see, this is your first thing. Originally, the Omnitrix had a cooldown, but once Ben unlocks the Master Control, he could switch and turn on the fly and do all of that stuff. So that's see, I'm gonna wait.
This cooldown would be a recurring issue for Ben until he discovered Master Control, a special code which, when input into the Omnitrix, just let him use it however he wanted. And if he's ever on death's door, the watch will automatically pop him into whatever alien body it thinks he needs at the time to survive whatever's happening. And there's one form that's almost
always they are going to talk about Alien X.
Alien X. Born in the forge of creation beyond the multiverse itself, Alien X is a celestial sapien, the most powerful species in the universe. He's basically a cosmic god who can punch planets to bits, fly faster than light, duplicate himself, control minds, use telekinesis, reverse time, warp reality, and even just straight up erase people from existence.
It takes a lot to get their attention, and that's fine. We don't want it. Why not? They could just blink, and we'd be gone.
Alien X is so tough, he survived the destruction of the entire universe by the Annihilard, and didn't feel a thing. Like, his durability was so through the roof, he didn't even realize total cosmic annihilation was happening right on
and
top
just
of
was
him.
like, oh, I'm just going to recreate the universe.
Made by a NASA astrophysicist, the total mass energy of the universe in joules is 4 Well, that doesn't seem very impressive. Followed by 69 zeros. Oh, there it is. And to top it off, Ben as Alien X went and just remade an entirely new universe identical to the old one. First of all, how the hell? Second, since he just made a copy universe, that technically means that all those characters we watched through the whole show are still dead.
Yep.
Damn, dude. Throw somebody a bone or something. However, celestial sapiens are composed of multiple personalities, and if they can't unanimously agree on what action to take, which could take billions of years, all that power is basically useless. But Ben convinced his extra personalities.
Okay, wait, here we go. According to one of the show's creators, Ben still needs to ask the personalities for permission. However, he has frequently been shown to take action immediately after transforming, so this appears to be a non-issue in most cases. Alright, just making sure y'all see. You gotta understand, guys, you can't trust Death Battle a lot of times, because if they have a personal stake in the game...
Why doesn't he just go full Alien X all the time? Well, a little variety doesn't hurt, right? Plus, even without his alien forms, Ben is pretty clever and has a knack for getting himself out of trouble, even when things get really weird. And he's saved the universe more times than he can count. He's defeated Vilgax when he had the power of a Cthulhu god, ended the High-Grade Conspiracy, and whooped another celestial sapien, the Galactic Gladiator, by flying so fast he created a galaxy-sized black hole. We can tell from the size of the black hole in relation to the galaxies in the background, as well as how long it took to create, that Alien X must have been flying approximately 7 quadrillion times faster than light speed. I get it, Wiz. Alien X is totally overpowered, but Ben doesn't keep any of those powers as a human. Not much of a problem when the Omnitrix can instantly transform him fast enough to catch the Big Bang. The only thing truly holding Ben back throughout his hero career was his immaturity, being a 10-year-old and all. Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that technically isn't true. He just always pretended to kind of be paying attention, but he's actually very intelligent.
Universe on its own. So that's not great. Fortunately, Ben grew into a reliable and wildly successful hero by the time he reached the age of 16. He would continue his hero work into the future, eventually adopting the name Ben 10,000. The world can rest easy with Ben 10 as...
So, had to take a quick break, but we're back at it again.
Butts kicked. That's what. Going here.
So far they did a very good job of explaining Ben 10's feats. So they still missed a couple of things, but for the most part they did a pretty good job.
This guy Ben Sur dying in a crashed spaceship who gave Hal a little green ring before kicking the bucket. And so, by reciting an ancient oath, Hal Jordan would become a Green Lantern.
That's actually pretty cool because they're using the footage from another Cartoon Network show that I love, the Green Lantern show, that they canceled way too soon.
The Green Lantern Corps is a universe-spanning law enforcement organization founded by the immortal Malthusians, also known as the Guardians of the Universe. Hey, they're space Oompa Loompas. More like leprechauns. Okay, fine, whichever mythical creature you want. No, I mean, a group of them traveled to Earth centuries ago and literally evolved into modern-day leprechauns. I knew they were real! Anyway, the Green Lantern Corps has patrolled the known universe for 3 billion years, recruiting members of every shape and size. Including a living planet, a sentient smallpox virus, some guy with an exploding volcano for a head, a living...
Oh, they're gonna hit me with the commercials.
Every Honda has the thrill of racing built into it, and you can find that racing excitement at the Honda Dream Garage.
And a squirrel! Man, even after all these years, Wiz, comics are weird. Imagine what it felt like for Hal when he began training on the Guardian homeworld.
Wow, now they're showing Ryan Reynolds.
He grew to be one of the Corps' greatest members and defender of the universe. Just with that ring of his, it might look tiny, but if Mjolnir, Yoda, and years of therapy have taught me anything, it isn't the size that counts. It's what you do with it.
And yeah, I don't want y'all to think Green Lantern is strong as shit.
One of the most impressive weapons ever made. It's most well known for its ability to create hardened light constructs that function identically to what they're inspired by. Anything from boxing gloves to machine guns to an entire solar system. While a ring's wielder must be familiar with the object they're creating, they don't necessarily need to know all the ins and outs for it to function. The ring's energy can boost Hal's strength and speed, and also protect him with a force field. He can shoot lasers, phase through objects, turn invisible, read minds, heal wounds, and fly through space faster than light. The only true limit to a power ring's utility is its user's imagination, insofar as allowing the Green Lanterns to bend the rules of the universe to their whims. They can...
Hold on. Hold on, guys. Alright, guys. It's been Interruption City this day. Let's keep it going.
Transmute matter and energy.
So it says, Superman has described the power ring as the most powerful weapon ever conceived throughout the history of the universe. I mean, that's...
Manipulate time, form pocket dimensions, and warp the fabric of reality. And even though Abin Sur went out like a bitch, the ring makes a competent Green Lantern really tough to kill. It has built-in defenses to protect against mind control, and it can sometimes yank its owner out of harm's way all on its own. It can even defend against multiversal erasure events, like when Kilowog survived the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Hold up. The only people not affected by the crisis normally were those outside of its effect. Kilowog and the other Green Lanterns were well within its range, but were unaffected due to their ring's projections.
This guy tanked a freaking retcon to the face. Whatever's in these rings, I want it in my Dune Buggy stat. That would be pure
Here's the problem. Like, they're talking, I feel like they're talking about general concepts of what the rings are capable of, but in practice, we've seen Superman beat the brakes off of Hal Jordan's Green Lantern on multiple occasions with just sheer punching power. So to sit here and say that it has the capability to do these things doesn't actually mean anything in practice, because again, we've seen time and time again that these constructs have been broken through and just destroyed on numerous occasions.
Filtered willpower. Yeah, how many miles to the gallon you think that is? Okay, well, a Green Lantern's ability stems from their own willpower. The stronger their will is, the more their ring can do. So if willpower is green, does that make fear brown? Yellow, actually, as dictated by the emotional electromagnetic spectrum, an energy field from which all emotion in the universe is derived. Kinda like if the Force from Star Wars was a rainbow of feelings, and Hal's got more willpower busting out than anybody else, which makes him really damn powerful, and really damn reckless. Green Lantern got this.
Yeah, he got demolished by Darkseid.
His enormous power has led to his possession by Parallax, an entity of fear, and caused entire planets to fall. But it's been said that knowing true fear made Hal's will even stronger than before. Like when he went up against this blue dickweed Krona, who took control of all these space animal gods that embodied the different rainbow spectrum emotions, including Ion, the green basking shark of willpower. Yes, I know. Hal was able to overturn Krona's plan, which meant overpowering the literal embodiment of all willpower in the universe with his own willpower. That sounds...
It's pretty impressive.
Impossible? Impressible? Hal's been knocked through a planet, blasted by a supernova, and punched by the reality-shattering Superboy Prime. He was fast enough to fly to Earth from a planet at the edge of the universe, and factoring how DC's observable universe is at least 100 trillion light-years in diameter.
Again, Alien X is basically Dr. Manhattan, so he can just blink and turn Hal Jordan into nothing. Or, we know he's omnipotent, so he knows, look, he's all-powerful, so we know that Hal Jordan's ring is also weak to the colors yellow. He can literally just snap his finger and put him in like a yellow box.
Planets and stars in his way, and Hal had to steer. And since he can match the god of willpower, he can pull off crazy will feats that other Green Lanterns have done, like when Kyle Rayner held back a Big Bang. But to be fair, the power ring is not perfect. It does carry a finite charge, and should he expend too much energy...
Fully charged usually lasts around 24 hours, and it takes about 10 seconds to fully recharge.
Quickly, he'll need his power battery to refuel. Also, if his opponent can ruin his willpower, or even just his belief in himself, Hal won't be able to use the ring, which is lame. Yeah, these powers are pretty complex. Batman once had a plan to trick Kyle into thinking he was blind, and because he believed he was, the ring reacted to his thoughts and actually made him blind.
Batman's smart as shit.
Too badass to let a little sadness take him out for good. Hell, he's got the cojones to arrest God. But Wiz, I gotta address the yellow elephant in the room. Why the hell are Green Lanterns weak to yellow? Ages ago, yes, the Green Lanterns couldn't have.
See, it said so. Alien X can basically just put him in a box of yellow and just weaken him.
Power isn't held back by colors. And really, that's not even the worst weakness a Green Lantern ever had. Oh yeah, way back in the day, a Green Lantern went rogue and tried to take over a planet.
And that's the thing, like, Death Battle needs to make sure that you account for the losses as well as defeats. Like, you can't sit here and say, oh yeah, he survived the Big Bang, but yeah, he also got one-shotted by Darkseid, so it kind of...
Blackest night. All should respect the emerald light of the Green Lantern, or he'll willpower you to death, apparently. Give up? Please say no.
You'll never catch me, Lantern.
Alright, looks like that's it.
It's probably a good idea. It's time.
Alright, it's time for a Death Battle. Let's see what they do. Come on, Ben 10.
Hello! Green Lantern, best-looking guardian of Sector 2814, at your service.
I can give you 10 good reasons right now to let me go.
Sorry, kid. Seems you're carrying a Class A galactic superweapon. I'll just take this. Okay, that's interesting.
You're not the first doofus to try to take this. It's hero time.
Oh, you have 4 arms? Okay.
Lights out, Punchy. Come on, kid. Let's stop this before it gets heated. Too late.
And Ben has been able to switch in between his figures and combine them all together at the same time.
Hey, you ever seen a supernova? Several, actually.
Ha! You're so lame. I bet I can even beat you as gray matter.
What? I didn't mean literally.
Cute.
Ew! I stepped in loser.
Oh, he's gonna hit with a planet? Okay. Or some Thanos shit. Okay. Oh, he went Alien X already? Oh, I can see this bullshit happening now. If he's already going to his strongest form, and he's not needing it.
He controls all of reality. This is over.
I don't care what kind of power you've got.
Again, keep in mind, Thanos, Darkseid has one-shot him in his bubble. So you trying to tell me that Alien X couldn't?
Green Lantern's light! I don't care what kind of power.
Reality includes time.
Time, huh? Thanks for the tip.
You're not the first doofus to try to take this. It's hero time.
And the ring, and the watch will react automatically.
Oh, it hurts to laugh.
Bullshit.
Don't ask.
Bullshit.
Well, that's another miner on our board of death. Ben's absurd versatility and ingenuity put up a stellar.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit. I am calling bullshit. Ben's watch reacts without him subconsciously thinking about it. So even if you try to chop off his arm, it would have automatically reacted to that, and that would have never happened.
Skills he needed to ensure a victory.
Ben has been shown to use hybrid transformations such as some in the future timelines, but these are not easily accessed with his standard arsenal and would not change the verdict. Bullshit.
Well, the Omnitrix's millions of aliens is just nuts. He can only ever use one at a time.
Not true.
Always has access to all of his powers.
Even with the flexibility of master control, this meant Ben was always playing catch-up. Not a great position to be in considering Green Lantern's might.
Ben's Diamond Head form was tough, sure, but he wasn't surviving a planet exploding in his...
Oh my god. This is just ridiculous. Expect to see another video where I...
But not fast enough
Man,
to the
look.
universe in an hour. And Way Big was really strong, but he didn't hit as hard as a supernova.
Hal simply outclassed all...
Here's the problem. Again, them trying to say his construct could protect him from Ben is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm just so disappointed. You know, I can't even finish this. You know what? Stay tuned for another video where I completely debunk this, because this is just absolutely horrible. Fucking death battle. Bastards.